BP show is the BP show. It's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.
And welcome back to the BP show here at Heritage Financial Park. He's Joe Vasile. I'm Thomas Cinzarella. It's been a minute. Obviously, the Renegades were on the road last week, taking on the Brooklyn Cyclones down in New York. Took 4 out of the 6 games, and a fun series down in Brooklyn for the Renegades.
It certainly was. That was a series that the Cyclones needed. They came in a couple of games ahead of the Jersey Shore Blue Claws in the standings. Renegades won 4-6. Jersey Shore had a great week against Asheville, and so now they're tied for first place. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago, Thomas. The Renegades winning the first half, the way the schedule set up at the end of the season, they were going to have a big hand in who their opponent was going to be in the first round of the playoffs, and certainly really shook out that way last week. Just the way that things ended up playing out in Brooklyn and then down in Lakewood.
Yeah, obviously Jersey Shore winning 5-6 here 2 weeks back. Now the Renegades beating up on the Cyclones. Greensboro making a little bit of a run up through the rankings and rising as well. And obviously Aberdeen coming in this week, 4.5 games back from first place. Renegades a spot in front of them at 4 games back apiece. There also were some roster moves going on today involving the Hudson Valley Renegades, in which there is a promotion from Hudson Valley.
Yeah, Grant Richardson going up to Double-A Somerset. Part of the chain of promotions throughout the organization. Everson Pereira going up to the major leagues, getting a start for the Yankees tonight in his big league debut. First member of the 2022 Renegades to get to the major leagues. We're all so happy to see Everson up in the big leagues, and really hoping for him to make a nice splash tonight down in the Bronx. With that, Jason Dominguez got promoted from Double-A up to Triple-A, and so spot open for an outfielder in Double-A, and Richardson, the guy who gets the call, can play all 3 outfield spots, as we saw. Really good defense, strong arm, lefty power bat. He was neck and neck with Spencer Ensign trying to break Everson Pereira's home run record with the Renegades, and unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, he's not going to get a chance to break that because he's on to greener pastures down in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Best of luck to Grant, and hope that he does well up there in Double-A.
With all the other Renegades this season that have earned their promotion, and Grant had a great series last week, and in Brooklyn too, a couple really big games for him. Also, Kyle Battle activated off the 7-day injured list today, so another outfielder as well to throw into the mix for the Renegades this series.
Yeah, Battle had been down with an injury on the injured list since the end of June, so good to get him back, having missed almost 2 full months.
Yeah, no, great to see him back as well. And we talked about that series in Brooklyn. Renegades, they won the first 3 games. Cyclones won the latter 2, and then the last one, series finale, they picked up the win. Let's roll the highlights from Sunday, in which they sent Brendan Beck to the hill today, or on Sunday. Jet Williams, first pitch in the first inning, home run over the wall, one of the top prospects in the Mets system. Went back-to-back days with the blast Saturday and Sunday, but then it was 7 unanswered runs after that for Hudson Valley, and Brendan Beck really settled in with 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, Beck did a great job coming back after that leadoff home run in the first inning. Career high 4 2/3 innings, career high 6 strikeouts. Renegades got even top of the third. Spencer Jones Oppo Taco for his 13th home run of the season. Part of a big day for Jones. Christopher Familia a little later on in the 3rd inning, little blooper into shallow left field. That brought home a couple of runs. Close play at the plate, just in there. Renegades go up 3-1, and they would just keep tacking on in the 4th inning. Solo home run, make it 4-1. Jared Wagner with his first blast in high A. And then also, guy having a nice run lately, Alexander Vargas, sacrifice fly in the 4th inning, helping to play another run for the Renegades.
Yeah, scored Luis Santos there, 5-1 at that point. And then there was Bex, starting to wind down in his outing here in the 4th inning. And the bullpen took over after that. Clay Aguilar is scoreless inning. And yeah, that was Trey Osborne swinging and missing. It was a little more of a warm day, but it's always nice as a pitcher. Yeah, you chuck it out of the dugout. I didn't see that.
Me neither. That's the first time I saw that.
That's good. Anyway. But here come the Renegades again. Spencer Jones kept running around third base, scoring there on an infield single.
Yeah, he walked, stole second, and then scored from second base on an infield single. Just so impressive. Aguilar with another strikeout. He had 2 in his outing. Luis Velasquez, 2 1/3 innings out of the bullpen. There's Grant Richardson with an RBI single to make it 7-1 Renegades in the top of the 7th. And Renegades bullpen would hold strong. Velasquez ends up picking up the win, going 2 1/3 out of the bullpen and not allowing a run. He's up to 17 straight scoreless innings. Cole Ayers, the one who shut it down for the Renegades in the 9th inning, came on, got a double play, then a strikeout. Renegades victorious on Sunday. They take the series with Brooklyn, and just a really great week down on Coney Island for the Renegades. They pitched well, they hit well, and they came away with 4 wins, and that was something that they'd struggled to do against Brooklyn this year. Would have won each of the first 3 series.
Yeah, again, that was just you mentioned their first series victory against the Cyclones, the Mets affiliate here on the season. Great week for us as well. Got to get some gelato on the boardwalk. Got to explore Brooklyn a little bit. Some Nathan's hot dogs. Always a must. A lot of pizza. Yeah, I had
the 17th best
Gardens.
pizza in the United States.
Where was that?
It was at a pizza place in Brooklyn, obviously.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
honestly.
it was really good. Yeah,
because I feel like I don't do that much. I'm on the road, so Joe's kind of been bringing me out this year, where he gets me out of my show. It's like, we're gonna try this place. So I just roll the dice. Usually I'm a guy. I'm like a baseball player. I feel like I'm a routine guy. Once I got my spot, I'm going there.
That's boring, though.
Yeah,
that's really boring.
I'm very boring like that. But we did eat a lot of pizza there this week. So yeah, it was delicious. Great off day yesterday. Got to relax a little bit. So I did wake up though and decided that today was the day I was going to run 10 miles. So that's,
you just casually get up on an off day and run 10 miles.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is fun. Then the rest of the day was literally nothing.
Spoiler alert, I did not run 10 miles.
What'd you do?
I did not run 10 miles.
Did you
maybe
get your
walk
steps
10
in?
feet.
I
did a little
work
stuff around the house.
Gotta
Cleaned,
do what you gotta do.
Laundry, cooked.
Pretty much my day.
Ate some more pizza last night. Yeah, I did.
Wow.
I did.
Did you make your own pizza? Order out?
No, went to a place up in Poughkeepsie.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's nice.
It was quite good.
When I was grocery shopping yesterday too, it's always the big Monday to-do list as well. Outside of laundry and just sitting back and relaxing. Saw cider donuts in the grocery store, and we kind of noticed
actual cider donuts, or somebody wearing cider donuts?
No, like actual cider donuts in the bakery section. So
it's getting to be that season. You can get a pumpkin spice latte already.
Yeah, I'm a big pumpkin spice like iced coffee guy.
It's late August. It's fall according to some people.
Yeah, kind of noticed the weather a little bit today.
Halloween candy has been in the stores for a month already.
I have seen that. I don't like that. I don't like that. See, I'm not the guy
Pretty
either.
Soon Santa Claus is going to be all over.
Yeah,
the place.
and see, that's the thing. I hate my buddies like that. Like once Halloween happens, like you start hearing Christmas music on like radio stations. My buddies like that, where he's like, I'm like November 1st Christmas music. I'm like, no. Thanksgiving comes first, then it's Christmas time. So that's just
let's get through Labor Day before we get to Christmas first. Jeez, Santa is just poking his nose in every holiday.
He really is.
We're gonna be seeing Santa on the 4th of July in a couple of years.
We'd have Christmas in July here at the ballpark, so you already checked the box.
It's already Christmas season will be 3 weeks underway by the time that rolls around next year. Just you watch.
We still got some baseball left. It's always nice to, get a little cooler temperatures a little bit, get away from the heat.
It's baseball weather.
I think this is ideal. Right now we're in the shade. Already noticed that's other BP shows in July. We're in the scorching sun. We're sweating it out. But now this is very nice. I could broadcast in this weather outside. We did it in Brooklyn, outside press box area. But
don't give anybody any ideas.
Barron Stewart gets the ball today, going against Kyle Verbitsky, and the pitching matchup in which Stewart, worked around some foot traffic, but 5 scoreless innings in his last start in Brooklyn.
Hey, listen, whatever works, right? He gave up 6 hits, walked 4, but stranded 8 on base, rolled a couple of double play balls, and even picked a guy off at first base. As you see the lineup for the Renegades, Spencer Jones, Anthony Hall has been batting up near the top of the lineup for the last couple of games. Jared Cerna has been great. Same for Jesus Rodriguez. 2 of the newer guys for the Renegades now, starting their 3rd week.
Yeah.
Other than that, a lot of familiar names. Vargas, Gomez, Cowles, Familia Flores, and of course, like you said, Stewart on the mound, one of the best ground ball pitchers in all of minor league baseball.
He goes against Kyle Verbitsky, familiar face, the Renegades. Again, for playing the Aberdeen Ironbirds, should have stood out off the top of the area. We're playing the Orioles.
Oh yeah, right. We're playing the Aberdeen Ironbirds.
Right. So there's their lineup card for those. Who are we playing this week? You mentioned Brooklyn, you mentioned Jersey Shore, and just the standings race. Yes, it's the Aberdeen Ironbirds, and so there's some players that obviously moved up. Jackson Holiday no longer in high A because we haven't seen him since end of May, beginning of June. We played him 3 times based in the first 2 months of the season, and so I haven't seen him a little bit. Some roster movement you see there in the starting lineup card. Verbitsky, a guy though that has been there for the whole season, but losing guys like Dylan Beavers and Jackson Holiday, they are no more. They're in Double-A Bowie.
they're in a better place, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, look, it was such a competitive start to the season for these two teams. The first three series that they played in April and May were really good, kind of back and forth series. The games were all very competitive. So I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, as both teams have evolved throughout the year, right? There's some familiar faces. Frederick Ben Cosme leading off. Creed Willems, who was here that last series.
He was,
It was his first week in High
That
A.
was.
Now he's one of the more grizzled veterans on the team. He was 19 back then. He's 20 now.
Yeah.
You know, Jacob Teeter, another guy who's been with the Ironbirds and he's been not. He's kind of gone back and forth a little bit this year. Ryan Higgins, who we saw earlier in the season, you know, but a lot of new names, I should say. Elio Prado, Sammy Vassallo,
Who's one of their
Cameron
top
Young.
prospects.
Like, there's a lot of new guys here. So a lot of question marks on the pitching staff as well. There's some new names and some familiar names. As you mentioned, Verbitsky's already pitched against the Renegades 4 times this year.
Yeah.
But then a couple of guys starting later on in the series, haven't seen yet.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
It's going to be kind of fun to see, again, two teams where there's some familiarity and there's some question marks and some newness. And that's that makes the series a lot of fun.
I did realize as well, or look at it today, and our good old friend Alex Pham, who was here for so long, we saw so many times. Good friend. He's in the top 30 prospect rankings now for the Orioles, which is a deep system. So
good. I'm glad for my close personal friend Alex Pham.
No, we saw him plenty of last year too, and so he really good stuff. And personal friend.
Friend of the program.
Well, what's going on at the ballpark tonight? It is Embrace the Rain Night.
What does that mean?
And if it rains, we're gonna embrace it, I guess. So there is no rain in the forecast.
I think it's about making peace with
if it rains.
The fact that it does rain sometimes.
Yeah.
And there's nothing we can do about that.
You just gotta.
Really,
the heavy
it's
stuff
more
doesn't
about
come down for a while.
Really, more it's control your controllables then.
Exactly.
You know. Hey, you know, listen, it rains.
Yeah, it rains. Rained right on in Brooklyn. You're right on the Atlantic Ocean. It's gonna rain. What are you gonna do?
You're here on the banks of the Hudson River.
Yeah, it's gonna rain. Be alert too.
Bees.
T-shirt Tuesday presented by Heritage Financial Credit Union. So first 1,000 fans get one of these T-shirts.
What do they
So I was
look
able to
like?
cop one, just to show the great people at home.
Here, I'll hold this one.
Yeah.
So what do we got here? This looks like a credit card advertisement.
Yeah, it does. Renegades baseball, fire in the middle.
What's
A
it called,
good
a
reason to
Venn
leave the
diagram?
house. It is a little Venn diagram, like the 6th grade science, earth science class right here. Make a Venn diagram.
So so these two circles. It's like the overlap is a good reason to leave the house. Is that what I'm to understand?
Yeah, good reason to leave the house. I mean, why not? It's perfect weather out. Grab one of these first 1,000 fans.
Okay, I get it. So like going to Renegades baseball is a good reason to leave the house. If your house is on fire, that's also a good reason to leave the house.
Yeah.
So that's what the shirt is saying.
But then in the middle,
Right, that's the good reason to leave the house.
Good reason to leave the
Both
house.
of these things, the overlap
I got
of these
you.
two things, is that they're both good reasons to leave the house.
Ah, there you go. I get it.
The good jokes are the ones you have to really explain.
There you got me. See?
So now
you
when
know.
you get this shirt tonight, if you have it already, if you're watching at the ballpark, now you know, and you can explain to people what your shirt means.
Explain
and
to your seat neighbor.
They will laugh.
You make new friends.
They will love it so much.
No, that's a good one. Yeah, think about it. We only have one home series after this. Only one more T-shirt Tuesday after this against Jersey Shore. I think so.
Are you asking me?
I'm just assuming there is always a T-shirt Tuesday. I think we have one more. So
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, every home
in
game.
regular season,
So
yeah.
Renegades are on the road next week to Wilmington and then back home. And of course, playoffs. You can purchase your tickets online. Where the Renegades make a run possibly for the championship this year. So exciting stuff. Well, obviously who they play throughout these last 18 games, whether it's Jersey Shore, whether it's Aberdeen, whether it's Greensboro, whether it's Brooklyn, never know. So I gotta find out. Stick around and find out.
All those teams still in the hunt.
Yeah, got to be in it to win it, just like you have to be in it to win it for the Renegades Pick'em contest. Our favorite, your favorite at home,
My favorite.
part of the BP show. So, Joe won the first series of August, and so against Steak Dinner's on the line. So I have to win this series, otherwise it's another steak for Joe. But for those wondering, well, what is the Pick'em contest? We'll pick 3 Renegades players on the active roster, beat both Joe and myself, because we'll pick 3 players today. We'll have them for the rest of the week. You at home, though, can change every single day. Just comment on Facebook, That's your entry. There it is. Only one winner though. That's the big big caveat though. So there could be 5 people to beat Joe and I, but that highest person is the winner. There is the scoring system. Stolen bases were massive in that last homestand we had 2 weeks ago. Renegades led all of the South Atlantic League with 13 of them, and which there were plenty. Because the Sunday we didn't have a BP show and had the in-house one, so this is Saturday's results. Kyle Young, I mean, I didn't write down the numbers. I forgot to write them down, but I think you had like 68 points, and there was still a winner.
Oh, it was almost
there was
nice.
a lot of stolen bases. Familia had a big day, and that was when he had the game-tying 3-run home run. I think he drove in 5 that day, so that was a massive contest for him.
Yeah.
So Kyle Young was the winner, though. Or to reach out to you.
How many points did he have? I had 68.
I think he had like
70
something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job, Kyle.
Kyle's the winner. There were a couple other high scores as well, but I think he would have been the only one that had a chance to beat you, or there was someone else with like 69 or something like that.
Nice.
So, yeah, nice. But now we have to draft because it's Tuesday. So because I lost, I will go 1-1. It's a snake draft style. So I have actually done a lot of fantasy football drafts, so I'm like in that mood where I did one yesterday, one on Sunday. I got one Sunday night.
Well, there's no fantasy about this. This is real.
This is real life.
This is no Dungeons and Dragons. This is real.
I will take, I'll go with Spencer Jones, 1-1.
Yeah, this is no Harry Potter.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I will take
Severus Snape.
with my first round pick. I'm going to draft Jesus Rodriguez.
It's a good one.
And then with my second round pick, I'm going to draft Jared Cerna.
Another good one. I like it.
So Rodriguez, Cerna. I'm going new guys.
Yeah.
Going new guys with those
I'm
picks.
going to go Rafael Flores and then Ben Cowles, I think, to close it out.
Solid.
So
Cowles is a solid pick.
Cowles, Flores,
really
Jones
good.
for me.
And I've got Cerna. I've got
Jesus Rodriguez.
Jesus Rodriguez. Do I triple down on new guys? I think I do. Anthony Hall.
I forgot about Anthony.
Hall,
It's not even a roster sheet in front of me.
Hall, Rodriguez, Cerna for me.
Okay.
Three of the newest position players on the roster.
Yeah, let's go with the newbies. I like it.
Newbies.
So
I got ride or die.
Yeah, ride or die with them.
You got the grizzled vets. I got the new guys.
Oh, I love ride or die. It's like, again, we're talking about fantasy and all that. That's like where guys hanging on the board for a little too long. You're like, big question mark. Like Jonathan Taylor. It's like, what are we going to know? His ankle? Is he going to get traded? He's hanging around the board. You're like, give me Jonathan Taylor. That's what it's like. Ride or die with that. A lot of high upside, a lot of risk. That's Joe Facil's way of doing it. I guess both of our ways. We're going separate directions. So high risk, high reward.
So they call me the gambler. You know, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Yeah, definitely.
And I got to hold these players because we're not allowed to change, but fans can change every single day.
You can mix and match. You could take Grizzled Veterans, Young Guns, boom. That could be your team. Got to comment below on Facebook, YouTube,
Guns.
wherever you're watching.
Yeah.
Grizzled Guns. I like that. We should have team names.
Team Grizzly Adams.
Grizzly Adams did have a beer. Shooter McGavin. Good times. But good times here in the BP show.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. We're going to have some angel food cake here on the BP show. So
Why?
Taste test, National Angel Food Cake Day.
Oh,
So why not?
all right. I mean, I'm
bring
trying to be
some.
on a diet.
Yeah. Well, just have a little slither. Just a little.
Well, I guess it's angel, right? It's nice. It's
light.
healthy.
Yeah, it's a little puffy. Yeah. If
all
not, some
air.
type of cake, I'll just get then. If they don't,
Just
have it,
dense.
I'm not making it. Whatever
Oh,
cake
you're not
that's
gonna
around.
you're not gonna make
I
angel
can't.
food cake.
First of all, I don't have an oven in my place, so
It's a very
I have a hot
complicated
stove and I have like a George Foreman. So
You can make angel food cake in a George Foreman. Can you do that?
I don't know.
Can you do that?
You could, I could probably make it by campfire, but I could start a fire. But I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm an Eagle Scout, so
That might
I have
set
fire
the fire.
safety.
That might set the fire alarms off.
Yeah, don't think that'll work in my apartment right now.
Probably
So,
right.
Yeah, we'll play on the safe side. We're gonna go
God.
store made. So if not, well, if they don't have an angel food cake, then
Doesn't matter.
I'll find a cake that looks
They
good.
better have it. It's National Angel Food Cake.
Yeah, we'll try.
They should.
But that's the BB show for today. Again, first pitch, Kyle Verbitsky going against Baron Stewart, 7:05. That is Joe Vasile. I'm Thomas Cinzerella. See you back here tomorrow at Heritage Financial Park. We'll see you on the broadcast, if not. So long.
Bye.
It's the BP show, it's the BP show, it's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.